What's up, guys? So today we are going to start assembling this beast. So the first thing we're gonna do is we wanna gap the rings. First of all, what you wanna do is you get some transmission fluid. Get a little bit of this ATF stuff here, you know, automatic transmission fluid. It doesn't have to be that exact one. You put some on a rag here, you know, and you wipe down the cylinder, because this basically, as you can see, what this does is it lubricates the top of this cylinder here. Okay, and it gets a little bit of dirt and stuff out of there. If you can see, there's a little bit of dirt and stuff. So we just put a little bit on there just to lubricate it. We'll put a little more. It doesn't hurt the reading, but it helps to basically you're going to be putting these rings in and out a few times, so it's nice to have like a little lubricant on there. So the first ring we're going to do is the bottom ring, because the bottom ring is a softer material. So we're going to do the bottom ring first. So what I usually do is I put it down here. There we go. Slide it in here. We'll grab a piston to square it up. As you can see, you can grab my number 1 piston, and we'll square it up basically to get it nice and square, basically to this lip here that the piston has. Okay, that looks about good. And as you can see, it has a small gap in there. The reading off of that, I believe it's a 21. Yeah, that's 21. Just barely fits in there. Yep, 21 just barely slides in there. Alright, so before we continue on that, I want to show you how you get your gap. So right here, we're using Manley. This is the lightweight pistons right here. Oh, so pretty. Here's all the rings. Yeah, I bought a brand new piston ring installer. And we're using ACL race bearings, an ACL thrust washer. I have a Clavite one. I think I'm going to use the ACL thrust bearings. They're just the standard. There's not a race one. They're just standard ones. So you grab your calculator in here, and you type in your bore size, which in my case is the 3.406 times, I'm gonna let's do 0.007, 0.007, which equals to 23.8, which is a gap of 24. Alright. So, what I'm doing, I've been doing is grinding these rings. I'm not going to show the whole process because, you know, it's one of those things that it's like, if I would just record it, it'll be like 3 hours long. So the gap is right here. I need to get, this is the top ring for what I want to do with it. I'm supposed to open this gap up pretty big. It's actually 20. I'm going to do a 24. I'm going to do a 24 upper and a 26 lower. I always try to go for a bigger secondary ring. So this is right now at 20 thou. As you can see, 20 thou fits in there pretty good. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go up to 24. So we got quite a bit to go. This is why I didn't record all of it, because it's just me checking, adding, checking, removing more material. So that's boring. It says, that's perfect. Look at that. Yep, look at that. That's it. So we're all done with the rings. So what I do is I take, see, I got all the rings lined up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 through 6. And I make sure that all those rings go into their actual places. And then the pistons are all numbered 1 through 6. They're going to go to their respective cylinder. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put a glove on. And what I like to do is put some little bit of trans fluid which I already have the trans fluid on this bag, but what I like to do is put some trans fluid in here and just coat these rings all these. Here, sorry, it's shaky. What I do here, I take the ring and just pass it all the way around like this. Make sure it's nice and clean and lubed. Alright, we're back. So, if you want to know, this is a 7/16. This is for the ARP bolts. These rods are BC H-beams, and they have the aged 625, I believe it is, the 625 bolts. So they're really stout bolts on here. This is really good rod. I don't want to have any more problems. So what I do is, you don't want to gouge the rod in any way. So what I do is, I put these soft jaws in there. Clean them up, make sure there's no debris on them. So these soft jaws, they're magnetic and they go on your vise here. I'm pretty sure half of you have used these already, but for those of you that haven't, Mr. Clumsy today, that's not good. Do it again. That goes magnetic on here. I should probably get new ones. These are old. I've had these for so long. I mean, all the fuel system that I got on this car, I made them with these jaws. So, all right. So put that in. So that just won't gouge your brand new piece. So you put this in here, basically bring it down. You just squeeze it a little bit. It doesn't have to be crazy either. And you want to just, right, you know what? Yeah. Bring it down a little further. I really shouldn't be trying so hard to break these out, but okay. Wow, it worked. There really torqued on there. I really don't like putting these clips in. So what I've been doing is putting a lot of pressure on this side, pushing it in an inward fashion, and then I guide this one. There we go. Just push this over the edge here. It's hard to record this, so alright, that's that. That one went pretty good. You see it in there, hopefully. But yeah, so you put the one end in, hold it with your thumb hard, like I won't say hard, and then you work this side over the edge, and then by you pressing down on it, it pushes that side in. That's how everyone else has been doing it too, but you know, I figured put that in like that, and it's been working pretty good. So I'm putting one clip in, and then I'll lube up the pin and put the other clips in. I mean, put the rod in and etc. But it's a pain in the butt. It is a pain in the butt. But it's working pretty good. So like I said, push down on it, and then as you're pushing the other side of the towards the inside. Well, that one did really nice. There you go. So that clip is in also. Oops. That clip is in. Alright. Now that we got that done, so the first thing you do is you lube up the pin pretty good. Just put some lube in here. Really tight tolerances. So look at that. Ooh. This thing just glides right in there. Really nice. Really nice. So now we're gonna put the other pin in. Yeah, so now we're gonna put the pin in. I'm gonna do just this one so you guys can see me do it, and then I'll start doing all the other ones because I don't want to take up all this time recording, and you know, even if I do a time lapse, it's probably gonna take a while. So I'll put this guy in here. As you can see, I'll put my finger on it and work this baby in here. Yeah, boy. You hear it clicky. You hear it click. And now we have one assembled. Sorry, I thought I was aiming up, but now it's all assembled. We have lube everywhere. So there's one. We'll put it. Put it on there, right in the hole, and we'll go to the next one. So here's the piston. I have the clip on this side. We're going to put some lube on this thing. Put it all around it. Put some in the grooves here. Alright, this is real slippery. So you throw this in here. It's nice and smooth. Oh yeah, look at that. Smooth. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So once we got that in there, put a little bit of lube everywhere. Now we got to put the pin in here, which is fun. I look forward to just putting all these pins in. No, I'm just fucking around. I hate putting these pins in, but they work apparently. So I'll take a screwdriver, press hard on here. Oh, almost. Ugh. Woo! Well, there's that one. That one went in really nice. Make sure everything slides around in here, as you can see. It's nice, and if you hold the piston and it doesn't drop on its own, you got binding issues. So there's no binding going on here, so we go to the next one. Alright, so we are finally done assembling all these piston rods. Maybe I should do a quick comparison of the aftermarket compared to a stock one. So as you can see, this is a stock one versus an aftermarket. Oh yeah, you see the difference. So this baby should hold a little bit more power than this one. I shouldn't have any problems with this setup, so I just figured I'd throw that out there. beautiful. They look good. It's all assembled, ready to go. So let's start putting this crank in and